Hello everyone, welcome to another very special episode of Fraud on the Telly. Today we will be breaking down and explaining episode 1 of the Legends of Vox Machina and Critical Role animated series. Now I've been a Critical Role fan and sub since the early days of Geek and Sundry, so watching this show is super surreal for me, having been a fan of these people for like 8-9 years now. If somehow you're watching this video and have no idea what I'm talking about, Critical Role is a Dungeons & Dragons campaign played by a bunch of nerdy-ass voice actors and streamed live on Twitch. Now as I consider myself an unofficial lore master, in this video we'll be breaking down the story and references in episode 1. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's crack on. It's important to remember that this show is based off stories from a real-life D&D campaign, so characters, abilities, and such are all based off D&D rules, mechanics. You get the idea. The episode opens with the sweet, dulcet tones of Matt Mercer's voice as we're treated to these stunning animations of this new world we're experiencing. Tal'Dorei. The city here is Amon, the capital of the Republic of Tal'Dorei. It's the largest city on the continent and is divided into a series of districts. Tal'Dorei, once a peaceful land, is now invaded by an unknown evil, bringing death and destruction. A group of heroes has come together to stand against this evil, and they last all of about 5 seconds. Now, I had no expectations of this show going in. Let me tell you, I was surprised at just how crude and raunchy the series is. But I really shouldn't be surprised, because it's pretty on brand for Critical Role and Vox Machina in general, and honestly, I'm extremely happy. The troop of heroes are decimated by the creature. Keen-eyed viewers could probably figure out what this creature is just from these scenes, but don't worry, we'll get to that. We are then taken into the palace of Iman and introduced to Sovereign Uriel, the leader of the Republic of Tal'Dorei, and his council members. To name a few, we have Sir Gregory Finch, General Krieg, Arcanist Lord Visorin, and Paladin Warrior Lady Kima. After quarreling on how to solve the problem of this mysterious creature, having sent vast amount of mercenaries to deal with it, all of them dead now, Uriel demands his council find the greatest band of mercenaries in the land. Finally, we're introduced to our beloved heroes, Vox Machina. It's important to note that this is Vox Machina pre-campaign. What will eventually become a bonded group of heroes is at the moment a ragtag group of mercenaries. This tavern scene is probably one of my favorites of the entire episode. The scene's just so good because in just a matter of minutes we learn so much about every character's personality and traits that it makes it very easy for a new viewer to get into the series. First, we have Grog Strongjaw, a Goliath barbarian with a love for drink and battle, but a temper that will scare many men, and a brain not so wrinkly. Next, Percy DeRollo, a cool, calm, and collected gunslinger, whose air of importance comes from his noble birth. Vex and Vax, the half-elf twins, with their own sets of unique skills. Vax, the cool, calm, and collected rogue, and Vex, the silver-tongued ranger, who also manages the group's finances. Finally, the two gnomes, Scanlan Shorthalt, a bard whose musical skills rival only his sexual hunger, and Pike, a goofy and pure-hearted cleric who's not so good at clericking all the time. A bar fight ensues, we get some animated titties which definitely took me off guard, but I'm here for it. The group is thrown out of the bar to the streets outside. Lacking coin and purpose, the group wonders what they will do next when Scanlan, having to go take a piss, discovers Sovereign Uriel's announcement for the need of an adventuring party. The group, drunk and smelling horrible, present themselves before the Sovereign, and after an impromptu musical number from Scanlan, great job here by the way Sam, the council reluctantly decides to hire the rugged group. Powerful wizard and councilwoman Alora takes the group via magical airship to where the creature was last spotted. Here, the party meets the villagers who've been harassed by said creature. After some attempts at clerical duties from Pike, Vax is informed by local children that whenever this unknown creature is, it is extremely large and can fly. Trinket, Vex's bear animal companion, locates a set of tracks outside the town that lead through the forest. The group follows. We get this little foreshadow in reference to a Vax-Keyleth relationship until the tracks suddenly change from a large unknown creature to human footprints. Suddenly, Vex feels a sharp sensation in her mind. This is her ranger ability, Primeval Awareness, which allows her to sense the location and presence of a creature which is her favorite enemy. After being fooled by a wild sheep, the group are suddenly attacked by a giant blue dragon. Grog, in classic Grog fashion, rushes the dragon alone, forcing his party members to act. The dragon brushes him aside with one attack and lets out a devastating lightning attack. Gotta say, this battle scenes were epic, but, I really wouldn't expect anything less from Titmouse, the animators of Avatar: The Last Airbender. The group valiantly attempts to fight the dragon, but are thwarted rather easily, while Keyleth, in a state of shock, watches on in horror until she is shaken out of it by Vex. Unfortunately for Keyleth, she seems to only make matters worse as she uses her spell Call Lightning. A bolt descends from the sky, impacting the dragon, who, being a creature of lightning, absorbs it, making him even stronger. It unleashes a devastating blast, burying the group under a pile of rocks. Dragon leaves, believing the group to be dead. Once it's gone, they emerge, having been protected by Keyleth's vines. Keyleth is upset with herself for feeling like she only made the situation's worth, and her lack of ability to act. Expect a lot more of this type of theme from her. Pike heals Grog, who sustained a substantial injury from the dragon, but this exhausts her magical abilities for the day. Remember, this is D&D rules here, so there's these things known as spell slots. We get a little teaser here of a Scanlan-Pike romance, as Scanlan is constantly pursuing Pike. Vex reveals her primeval awareness ability, which allows her to sense dragons. She explains that she studied dragons her entire life since one attacked the twins' hometown, killing their mother in the process. She tells the group the same sense she felt earlier before they were attacked by the dragon she felt in the throne room, leading her and her brother to believe that someone there is somehow connected to this dragon. The group, disheartened, has seemingly decided that they will flee from this contract and never set foot in Amon again, until, on their way back, they return to the village they visited earlier and witness the destruction the dragon has brought. None are left alive, except for the young boy Vax gave a silver coin to, who is on the brink of life and death. The boy, however, cannot be saved, as Pike used her remaining magic to heal Grog. The group silently watches the boy die together. After witnessing the carnage, the group undergoes a collective change of heart at the destruction they could have potentially stopped. In one of my favorite lines of the show, Scanlan begins tuning his lute, annoyingly, after this emotional scene. Vax angrily asks him what on earth he's doing, and he calmly replies, thinking of a line that rhymes with dead dragon, because I guess we are killing one. Group, seemingly having found their purpose, accept that they will either fight and kill this dragon, saving the realm, or die a glorious death trying. And that's it for episode 1 of Legends of Vox Machina. It still feels really weird saying that when you think that this show was spawned from a group of friends' long-term D&D campaign. It's just crazy. As a Critical Role fan, I never would have thought it could have gotten this huge, and I'm so glad that I was wrong about that. Let me know down in the comments below, what was your favorite moment from episode 1? Do you enjoy the show as much as I do? It's so cool to get to experience Vox Machina again in a fresh medium, and I really believe that the writers did an amazing job capturing the crude and crazy spirit of the group. Also, let me know in the comments down below. Are you new to Critical Role in the Legends of Vox Machina? I'm curious to know how many people are watching the show without actually watching Critical Role Campaign 1. More Legends of Vox Machina content on the way. I'm working on finding every reference and Easter egg in episodes 1 through 3 video coming very soon. Go check out some of our other videos like our Attack on Titan breakdowns. As always, guys, stay safe out there. Peace, love, adieu.